Hey guys, welcome to Bike Market. Here with another bike review. Today we've got an awesome little carbon machine here. As you can see, very special little fork up in front. We'll get to that now. It's a KTM Scarp Prime. It's a beautiful carbon rig, obviously made by KTM. Let's punch in. It's an XC machine, so preferred discipline being XC, but I wouldn't put it past even doing a marathon or two on this thing. It's amazing. Up onto the crankset, you've got a Truvative crankset. It's a 1x up front. You've got a 32 up front, and then onto the back, the Sunrace. It's an 1146 on the back, and then on the derailleur, it's a Shimano XTR with a clutch to kind of keep that chain nice and stiff. This is proper racing spec quality, so XTR is going to last you a hell of a long time. Super durable, really good quality, top of the range racing line from Shimano. If you have a look at the Thru Axle over there, it's a nice 12mm at the back. Onto those DT Swiss hubs, look how nice those are. Nice silver DT Swiss hub at the back, beautifully laced into a KTM DT Swiss wheel. Axis icons, nice tan wall on those, and still good to go. Loads of meat on those. Have a look at that. Epic little rig. Coming onto the back, you've got a specialized saddle, down to a carbon KTM Prime seat post, down to the back triangle, also in great condition. Crank on this side, very good condition. Onto the linkages, this is all carbon triangle at the back. Really looking good. We'll get to that shock now. Just want to show you this frame. Down to this very cool fork. Onto those brakes, you've got Shimano XT brakes all round. Coming up here, Shimano XT up front onto a very interesting little lockout. We'll get to that now. And again, Shimano XT brakes, looking very good onto the XTR shifters, hidden nicely under there on a nice carbon KTM Prime handlebar. Also a nice fresh set of ESI grips. Down to that fork. So that's a RockShox RS1. As you notice, it's an upside down fork. So essentially RockShox created the fork with one thing in mind, and that was a stiffer ride. So essentially they believe it makes your ride, or it makes the suspension a whole lot more stiffer. Leave the stanchions always lubricated. This also gives for a much nicer, smoother ride. Where the seals are over there, they'll always be lubricated, always be wet, giving you a nice smooth ride, keeping those stanchions nice and lubricated. Very interesting rig. DT Swiss hub up front, and these are DT Swiss hoops as well, but just named KTM. And then that Ardent up front on those nice tan walls as well. Very nice looking bike. Let's get up here onto that lockout. So as you can see, you've got two buttons over there. Lock the center, and you can lock the front as well. So it's a dual lockout, and it's a progressive lockout, I think. No, so you've got a dual lockout, one for the center, one for the front. Onto the shock in the center, it's a RockShox Monarch, and then you've got 90mm of travel on that one, and up front you've got 100mm. Very cool, interesting looking bike. Come and check it out. We're at Bike Market.